present these questions to each of our panel members specifically, and then the other one will be able to weigh in, offer any thoughts. So I'm going to start with you, Marlena. Marlena, do you think the trends in PropTech stemming from the COVID-19 pandemic long-term trends, or will they disappear once there is a vaccine in place and things return to normal? So do you think these PropTechs stemming from COVID-19 will be long-term trends, or are they going to disappear when things hopefully get back to normal?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I think that the effects of this pandemic will be felt for a long time, not just in that I believe that it's going to fuel innovation in the PropTech industry, but I think that people's mindsets are changing, especially in terms of, traditional workspace. And while I don't expect that, all companies are going to have, work from home for the rest of forever, and especially, that's not feasible for industrial or companies that have lab requirements, etc. I do think it's going to force people to rethink the standard, work 9 to 5 in an office every day, and whether, you can minimize that or have more work from home policies, not full time, but being more flexible in that. So I do think that that's here to stay, and I do think that there is room for PropTech to really embrace that changing mindset. But maybe at the beginning of the pandemic, I would have had a different thought. But as I'm advising more and more clients, and it's not just one or two or three. I've had several clients say, we're really flourishing working from home, and we could save so much money not having a full-time lease. We just need office space, once a week or something like that. And so I think that that's changing, and I think that more flexible models are here to stay. And I think it's here to stay. I'd be interested to hear what David thinks, but that's my thought.
And David, we'll follow up with that. What do you think about that whole thing?
Whether the changes are here to stay, I mean, absolutely. I think this will be. I don't want to belabor the point, but I think the pandemic effects will be fresh in people's minds for a very long time, and we'll see some significant changes in the way that especially offices work. This work from home, and we don't need an office. That Marlena was touching on. That's certainly something I've seen in my practice a lot. Is once you have the big tech players in California say we're going to allow our employees to work from home, then a lot of the smaller players are following suit, and that's just going to really have a significant effect on what the market is and how the market works. I don't have all the answers to that, but things will change. One thing I find interesting is for some companies, are they going to space out more? Will companies actually rent more space to space themselves more rather than sort of cramming into bullpens? Will we have a return to traditional office? Maybe it's possible that we could have a mix of both. Work from home, traditional office, and just new ways of doing things. But I think it's going to be a permanent change.